Hello, everyone. Welcome to the match that we all have been waiting for this grand finals. Well, not really grand finals. Well, you can kind of expect this to be grand finals soon enough, but this will be the finals that we will be expecting for this weekend. This is the match to watch, the match to be here for. Arrowwielder versus Zito. Arrowwielder having the history, but they have been banned and they have been screened from the NWC. But technically they could be considered an NWC material. But for Zito, okay, by admittedly. Yeah, they left. But in general though, Zito, they have been around. Like they have been around everywhere in the tournament scene. But in general though, what they have been doing was streaming in the background, rapping in the background, but they have been showing up some mayhap in the bracket and in some tournament scenes, in tournament team scenes to be exact, not like solo team scenes. Well, for Arrow, they have been on team scenes as well, but also they have been on a solo one, but not really doing it so well in solo as much. But in team, they have been going for. So seeing them in a solo battle like this is going to be great to see. Because technically, there has been chances for Zito and Arrow to fight against each other in team events, but unfortunately, we see them in opposite side of the brackets or see them on basically eliminated early or later. But hey, now that we see the war on the top seeds, we will be seeing who will be showing up on top. Both of them are going to be all-rounder players as well too. So it's going to be interesting to see if we get to the
I'm
top
alive.
10.
I'm alive. I
know.
forgot it was 11 o'clock.
You got time zone, huh?
Listen, man, I'm a little EP, okay?
Me too.
I've been awake since this time yesterday.
Oh. I've been streaming for like 9 hours, 10 hours. Now I'm yapping.
This is your full-time job, bro.
Yeah. But thank you, Queef, for actually streaming this time, so I don't get to suffer.
You just get to do the fun part, which is casting, you know?
Yeah. And Tor's still asleep, or not here. So it's gonna be
Toro
us
dead.
together. Yeah, Tor's dead. But we're gonna be seeing the warm-up though. So it's not much of a big deal.
I high-key forgot, and like Gruggles had to like appear in the VC and be like, "Hey, North, go do your job."
Oh. You were still in this Canada CWC server, huh?
Yeah. I was talking to Wolf Boy.
Oh.
I love that guy. Wolf Boy's awesome.
One of the furries. That's not no. Or
He's not a
illegal
furry,
aliens.
as far as I know.
Damn, he should be a furry. Bad him like that. Goddamn.
Contradictory to his name, I do not believe he's a furry.
Damn. Well, yeah, this is just a aim number one, by the way. So they're just farming. There's nothing else to say. They're just farming. We're just yapping. We want to talk about stats. Like in general, Zito has some advantage overall, but Arrow has some advantage too. They did get more maps like to their side to win, but for Zito they played 10 maps. So if you go from last week's individual stats, Arrow did get second, but Zito did play more maps. So there's a difference.
Dude. Final stats. There they are. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think both of these players are coming in as like heavy tournament favorites. Both of them have had very successful runs up until this point. Arrowwielder coming in off of a very dominant sweep, honestly, into Aikino. I think something that surprised a lot of people, and partially I think that's due to Aiki having a less than ideal performance from his end. But Zito coming in off a hard fought match with Nil as well. I think this is going to be a good match. I think it should be a very good match. Hopefully we see a certain map mapped by a certain individual that may or may not be in this call at this moment. Inconspicuously mentioning.
Yeah,
that.
you mean TV. Yeah, so you mean TV.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, imagine. So in general, though, the main thing for these warm-ups, because they just want stall.
Yo, Kid Sith, banger map.
Yeah, true. This is a bang match.
Hey, this is over 3 minutes. Ref, do something.
Wow, I can't believe it. Well, no, technically, it's over 8 minutes because of the starter.
I don't know. I don't care. It's 3:08, man.
I think the story makes it under 3 minutes because of green time. Yeah. So
Yeah, I think green time is under 3 minutes, but
it's just like 250. Like this is like 256.
all good. All good.
Yeah.
All good. We do not look at drain time.
But in general, though, the main thing if you show warm is to just stalling. Like the reason why we don't show warm is because of stalling. Like we just want to get the match done already.
Yeah, man, I got another match to cast.
Yeah, same here too. And I had to stream it and I had to get food. Because someone's not here and I never ate for 10 hours.
Dorian, do you want me to DoorDash you some food, bro?
No, I have food downstairs.
Okay, bro.
But in general though, again, this is technically if you want to figure out this warm up, this is technically going to be in the stance of what to be. So
I feel like I need to like give you some reparations for how much you've been like streaming and shit.
nah, don't worry. That's why Cupid's here. That's why Cupid's here, and she is going to be the streamer for tonight for this match at least. Yeah, be chilling. But yeah, saying before, this is going to be a near normal 3 standard. Well, that's like a hidden 3 for 5WC, like Ken and Harbuck, or basically a free mod for 4WC, or even DT for 3WC, or aim control heavy. You want to be running like that. Yeah, it's that kind of map. So much blow. No, it could help really build honestly for the hidden 3 or HR3. Not really for HR4 or HD4. Yeah, those are more like gimmick based. That'll be something.
I'm kind of interested to see what these guys are gonna ban. I think they can play pretty much everything. I think Zito has a tendency to at least favor Nomad and DT. Excuse me. Oh my god.
Well, he's sick.
No, I just like had to sneeze really bad.
Yeah. Like, in general, the main thing for this match is we're going to be seeing, Zito is going to be, maybe he might be more favored to Nomad and DT, but in general, they are all an all-rounder. But again, Favorite 2, they are more an all-rounder as well too, but they can't play the same skills as Smoldas. Like HR, DT, and 1 might be the more favorable ones for Hidden. Aussie is pure RNG, because Arrow has a chance, but there is that little stat line of low AR. So
I think Arrow has the advantage on Hidden. Arrow had very, very good performances on Hidden last week. I'm not too sure about either of these players' low AR. Last week, Arrow did come very close to beating Ike on the Hidden 2. But yeah, I'm honestly not too sure how both of these players fare on low AR.
And oh my god, what's happening to Osu? What's happening to the laser client?
Chat, where's my chat?
Yeah, it's a scary chat. But in general, though, hey,
Zito rolled a 1.
Oh, wait, it will roll a 13. Huh? Okay. If we got his stats,
So Arrow's homeless, and Zito is even more homeless.
Yeah, so the one thing to know as well too, because all the VODs are technically on YouTube as well too, someone can literally just go into the VODs and check all the rolls to see who won the most rolls, who had got the lowest rolls numbers. If everyone would be insane like that. That would be really funny.
Rolled 100? You know.
I think someone did once. Yeah.
That's kind of peak.
Yeah, but that was like in round of 16, I think. So, Evo banning Hidden too does make sense, honestly. Like, Evo likes low AO and Hidden, but they can't play it. So, yeah, it's understandable because it's like super hard reading wise, and maybe they did play it, and they figured out why it's super hard. Last week they did try to play Hidden too. They did improve to get 160k when they last sent it to me. Afterwards, they like most likely just didn't like the bag, so they banned it. These are banning Hidden 3 and DD3. Finger Tool makes sense, and the Hidden 3 of ARA for 5 makes sense. Hidden 3 is paid.
Interesting set of bands coming out. Hard Rock 4 going to get taken away here. Hidden 2, yeah, as well. Kind of expected, honestly. And then Hidden 3 and DT3 also going to get nuked by Zito. And it's going to be Zito with the first pick, actually. I'm kind of interested that he decided to pick first. I always hate picking first. I feel like there's so much pressure on a first pick, you know?
Well, honestly, the thing is, though, if you have a first pick, you have first pick, you like have first picker might be fine, like in general, though, but it might just be fine to do a first pick just because you want to just have the leeway. Be able to know that you are going to be having that last pick if it goes to DB.
Nah, I'd win.
Wow, okay. Damn.
And Nomad 2 first pick coming in for Zito here. I think, honestly, kind of expected. Zito is quite adept at mechanics. Not to say that Arrow Wielder is not. But I don't think we've seen a whole lot of tapping at this kind of BPM. At least in the form of extended stamina streams or whatever. So I think this is going to be kind of a new test for either of these players in this tournament, at least. So it's hard to judge based off of past results, I would say.
Honestly, it might be good on past results, but in general, though, this is going to be more of a stamina and tapping map. But we are going to be seeing Arrow hold on to the SS. They are more a tapping player for the tournament maps. Like, they are able to play 195. Like, they are able to play up to 200 density and tapping wise. They really like this kind of map, but we are going to be seeing a double FC right now.
Yeah, but Zito with an early accuracy advantage. Oh, there's a Toro here now. Yeah, Zito with an early accuracy advantage. Kind of give him a little bit of a lead here throughout the first quarter of this map, but yeah, with both players still holding on to these initial combos, anything can really happen here.
Yeah, there is a chance that anything could happen. We are not going to be seeing a pick at all. The last time we did see this map was actually during the Store versus IP match, if I remember correctly, and we did see actually Sogo do really well on this, but they did choke the middle, but they did end the map as a closer. But in combo wise, we are going to be seeing that both of them are actually going to be beating the ACT game because, yeah, both of them are really good tap player. And in this final scenario, we want to see this happen, that they are comfortable to play everything.
Accuracy lead here pretty much neutralized. Both players almost at the exact same accuracy here. And halfway through the map now, anything at this point is going to be huge. And Arrow Wielder, unfortunately, is going to be the first one to find that miss. And Zito, now with 1,000 combo advantage, is going to start to run away with this one.
And with this map being also basically 3 minutes, and we're hitting the halfway point now, of all things, we are going to be seeing just Arrow, unfortunately, seeing scoring and seeing that Zito is holding on to an FC 95.73, so it's going to be pretty close. If we see Zito pick at any moment here, and Arrow holding on to an SS in combo game, just until the end, they do get the score back, but seeing just Zito being super consistent with some fumbles like that, Arrow has a chance to cut back down. The score boost is immediately going to go back to Arrow, holding 96% as well too. That 5 ad gap is going to be pretty huge, but now it gets killed off.
Yeah. I was going to say, you got to stop talking, bro. You're going to make a miss. But unfortunately, Arrow Wielder is going to find another miss, and it's traded out again here. That is going to favor Zito, as he does sit with a comfortable 50k advantage here as we enter the last little bit of this map. No combo really on either side here. And I think this will just be Zito securing his first pick, despite a little bit of a mishap in the middle of the map there, dropping a little bit of accuracy. But that initial combo is going to be enough. It will be quite close, honestly, throughout this entire map. It was kind of like a story of just 1 or 2 misses here for Zito, but and Arrow, but Zito gonna escape this one.
Yeah,
just barely.
Zito holding on by combo gaming, not getting the act, not getting the miss win, that was Arrow actually getting the accurate and the miss win, but unfortunately, because of the breaks and because of the overstreaming actually that Arrow had, unfortunately, they lost the point. Arrow might be beating themselves up a little bit because they know they could be consistent on this, but in general, though, this is seem to pick like his head. So it makes sense why they want to be playing this off rip and just be starting with tapping to be consistent. But in general, though, we're going to be seeing Arrow with the next pick, and I'm going to be going to get food. Since Tor is here, Tor will be filling you in with the rest of the match with you, Nord.
Hello. All
Are
right.
you like asleep?
I was actually. I fell asleep for like 20 minutes. I don't know why. It was just like a random I don't know. But it's
You
unfortunate.
got narcolepsy or something, bro?
Dude, okay, Nomad 6 pick from arrowwielder.
I think that's kind of expected. Honestly,
What exactly is Nomad 6 this week?
Nomad 6 this week. It should be oh gosh, what is this actually? Oh right, I do remember this. Yeah, CS7. Ooh.
CS7. Ooh, dangerous. I can definitely see arrowwielder holding the edge on a map like this, yeah.
But this is Arrow's pick.
I know, that's what I mean. Like, he has the edge on this.
Oh, I thought you said you don't see him holding
Advantage.
the
No,
edge on this. Okay, well, yeah. CS7 AR 8.3. Although I feel like I always feel like AR matters a lot less on high CS maps because they just feel like inherently slower to me. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I
But like, have
don't
fun
know.
in the chat. Getting straight into the pick. Honestly, the song sounds pretty intense too. I feel like there's plenty of room for nerves to, lead to some shaky breaks. And I think we are going to see that. It's such a high stakes match, you know.
I think last match for Zito coming in maybe a little bit nervous here. He did have some shakes towards the second half of the last map.
I mean, yeah, after that break, you saw him drop to 91 accuracy. It's pretty clear the nerves got to him in that pick, but, hopefully he can just calm himself down. Hope the arrowwielder can calm down a little bit too. Just seeing a lot of little breaks from him.
Yeah, early trigger misses here from both players. Zito finding a few misses, Arrow finding a few misses. But right now, it's a slight accuracy advantages. I wasn't going to say large accuracy advantage, but Arrow does drop a little bit there. For arrowwielder, which is going to give him a little bit of a buffer here. But short map here is going to start to matter.
Here comes the break and more nerves.
Oh, yes. Yeah, breaks at this point would be kind of brutal, honestly. For either player, Zito looking to get some of that score back, and Arrow looking to extend and looking to secure his own pick here. Don't want to give up a breakpoint early into a match that is as closely contested as this one. You want to make sure that you're securing all of your own picks. Otherwise, you're in for a little bit of a rough time, I think.
Break coming in from Zito in this second half. Nearing the final quarter of the map, arrowwielder does seem to, be a lot more comfortable here, just kind of cruising through the map. I'm sure both players have been... I don't give a fuck, man. That's his fault. That's not my fault at all. Anyways, I'm sure both players have been very eager to, figuratively rip each other's heads off in a match, finally face off each other. Both really not needing that much of an introduction. These two players have been just fearlessly knocking their opponents down every single match they've had in this tournament, and I'm very excited to see where this match goes. arrowwielder is able to finally, close this point out with 100,000 score lead. Honestly, it's kind of just as I said, a pretty comfortable pick for him.
Yeah, and I think one of the things to note is that I feel like this win for arrowwielder was a lot more comfortable than Zito's win on Nomad 2. Despite the score difference being relatively similar, I feel like Nomad 2 came down to Arrows having two very unfortunate misses. This one seemed like Arrow was in control almost the entire map. Whereas Zito always had the chance of, if he made one or two more missteps in Nomad 2, it probably would have been a breakpoint for Arrow. So I think arrowwielder is feeling quite good about himself right now, feeling pretty good about the state of this match, and I don't know, if I was Zito, I'd be a little bit cautious, a little bit wary. Don't want to say worried, because I think both of these players should be confident in their own abilities here. But with that precision pick, I'm wondering if it opens up the Hard Rock 2. Kind of a different skill set entirely. Still precision, but precision streams, which is
also precision at AR-10 and a higher
little
beam.
bit awkward. Yeah, and I was about to mention that it's quite a different story when it's CS7 on AR 8.3 OD 8.4 versus CS 6.5 OD 10 AR 10. But
It's just overall it's a little less forgiving.
Yeah, we are going to see DT4 come through here. Flow for this week's DT4. As
Flow,
opposed to
okay.
whatever was going on last week with DT3 at Mirage, whatever bullshit tech thing you pulled. DT4 is going to be Flow. So we'll see. I feel like Zito's looking to lean into kind of like the tapping skill sets and Flow in general. Which again brings up the question of Hard Rock 2, because it is a tapping skill set at precision, which so far they're 1-1 in. So, but entering into DT4 here, Zito's pick, second pick here, third pick of this match. And
your second pick, things starting off pretty light here. Pretty standard for little DT maps like this. You don't really got much to talk about it, especially in these like early stages, like the first quarter.
Yeah, I feel like again this match is going to be so closely contested, and we can see it now as neither of these players looking at all uncomfortable. Both of these players able to play this very well, and I think it's just going to come down to whoever finds an unlucky miss, or even it could come down to an accuracy battle if both players manage to continue to hold on as FCs for both players. Zito with a slight accuracy advantage here so far throughout the first quarter of the map. But we'll see.
I mean, you've seen these players have such like stone cold consistency in this tournament. I've seen many things that you think like, okay, well, nerves would make this player break, but no, these players have pushed through many maps. But in such a high stakes match, anything can happen with nerves. You know what I mean? Reminding you that both of these people are still human and can still falter at any section of any map.
Yeah, and Zito already looked a few displays of nerves in that Nomad 2 earlier with the shake, and I think we're seeing some shake here from him now.
Oh yeah,
well, actually.
We're actually, I am seeing that, yes. Now, are we entering a break? We are entering a break stage. You can see that he has 2,000 score lead. Like, it's just... Both players must be nervous as hell right now, and I do not blame them absolutely not. As we get to the second half. Oh, it did, yeah.
And quite heavily so as well. These breaks are evil, I'm just gonna say that.
Like, oh, yeah, dude,
some evil breaks.
Oh my god, Mirage, you're just cooking up,
And Zito...
Oh, there we go. Huge break for Zito as we enter the final quarter of the map. Arrowwielder still holding strong as we enter the final break? Okay. Alright, it sounded like a build-up into a TI. Like, oh my god, dude.
Yeah, Zito unfortunately gonna be fighting a miss here as Arrow continues to hold with the accuracy advantage as well now.
Entering this final TI now. Arrowwielder still holding strong, getting that score lead up, and of course the second I say it, I tech drive myself. With the score gap being 150k and combos being identical, I really don't think there's much for Zito to work with here, and we're going to witness the first breakpoint of this match on this DT4.
Yeah, an early breakpoint on your own second pick, I don't think is a good sign. Although there's plenty of maps remaining for either of these players, and I think a lot of them are going to be toss-up. Zito, unfortunately, just finding one miss here in the middle of the map, could not outlast Arrowwielder.
If I'm Zito here, I think now's the time to not take a timeout, but let timer drain. Just, take a little sip of water, get some deep breaths going, because that was, a very heavy pick to lose.
Yeah, unfortunately, no FCs, although I really believe both of these players could have FC'd. Arrowwielder with the slight combo advantage after holding on for just an extra like 100 combo throughout the evil fucking breaks that the mapper decided to put in this map. Like,
yeah, that's unreal. Oh my
those are
god,
evil,
this is
man.
Nerve Central, man. We're in Nerve City.
Zito, unfortunately, yeah, I think Nerve's definitely playing a large part in him finding a few misses towards the second half of that map. He's going to cost him an early breakpoint here, but plenty of match remaining. Arrow Wielder, though, is going to pick another Hard Rock 2, playing into the precision that won him on No Mod 6. But
oh yeah,
this is
seeing an opening into that precision. You said nerves are killer. Exactly. In such a high-stakes match, you really cannot expect the players to just FC everything.
No,
you know, two of the most dangerous players, and you're watching them, you know, fumble and like have a little bit of out of character, you know, breaks in these maps. But I mean, that's just gonna happen.
Yeah, Hard Rock 2 though. Oh, no beat map selected.
No beat map selected. All right.
At streamer. Oh, it's fine.
Okay, hold on.
Is it that old? Oh my god.
Damn. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, but Arrow Wielder is going to be leaning into the precision that won him No Mod 6, although I think this is a very different map, and with Zito having won No Mod 2, and this being streams, I feel like this is still very contestable, but Zito is looking a little bit shaky here after that DT3.
Ooh, right, coming in for Arrow Wielder, and I mean, you know, seeing things at AR10 and OD10, I'm assuming. I don't know, OD 9.8, okay, yeah. AR10, OD10, you know, it's going to be a lot tougher to just maintain that combo and that accuracy that you were able to on that No Mod 7.
No Mod 7?
Oh, no, No Mod 6. Oops. I was thinking.
I was like, where did we get an extra No Mod pool?
I'm getting this mixed up with the scrim pool for Cloud VC.
Break here, and Zito, despite some nerves, is looking quite good here. Does find the miss halfway through the map, but already with a 120,000 score lead, that's quite a large lead as Arrow finding another miss, traded out on
such a short map. This is absolutely detrimental. 130,000 score lead. I really think it's over already. Like, entering the last quarter here, we have 120,000 deficit to make up for. With Zito holding that accuracy lead over Arrow Wielder's head, I really don't think there's much he can do. And a back-to-back breakpoint in this match.
Zito forgets how to play the game here. I think this map is all but over. Arrow Wielder, unfortunately, not able to consolidate that breakpoint, and Zito's going to take it right back on the Hard Rock 2. And this is exactly what I was talking about. All of these maps, I think, are extremely contested. Despite Arrow Wielder winning the No Mod 6, which is a similar skill set, being precision, Zito having won the No Mod 2, things kind of are just equal. And honestly, I think all of these maps are pretty toss-up. Choked so badly on that for no reason. Unlucky. But yeah, consolidated breakpoint is not going to be found here for Arrow Wielder. And Zito will be evened up at 2 apiece.
380,000, you know. Solidifying, like, keeping things even, you know what I mean? Things are now back at 2-2. I just want to see where Zito takes it from here.
I'm so disappointed they banned Aru's Hidden 2. Why do we hate Aru Oda?
We just hate Hidden 2. That's just kind of how it is.
No, but it's Aru Oda, so like you can't ban it. That's illegal. Aru Oda's like the one hidden player I will accept. At Creep Crafting. Hidden sucks. DT2 pick gonna come in for Zito.
Okay.
I think this is an interesting pick, as I'm pretty sure both of these players can like play this quite comfortably, honestly.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Both of these players can shred on a map like this.
At this point in the match, like, are we already at the point where players have run out of comfortable picks? Like, super, like, I honestly don't know if there were actually any, like, quote-unquote comfortable picks in this match. But I feel like this is arguably one of the more toss-up maps, being the shortest map in pool.
1 minute and 41 seconds.
Second shortest map in pool. I lied.
Okay, every miss, every slider break is going to matter here. Every act drop, it is all going to matter a lot. Both of these players are going to need to lock the absolute hell in if they're going to want to keep this point for themselves.
Yeah, and already you can just see both of these players can play the map, man. This is never
very
gonna be
comfortably
an easy point for either of these players from here on in.
Ooh, I do see the act lead for arrowwielder though. I guess Zito fumbled a bit in the beginning. Things are starting to stabilize now though. Now that we're getting a little further into the map though, entering the first KI. Arrowwielder, huge break coming in, and of course things like that are going to matter hugely. You cannot be doing that in a finals match like this.
Yeah, and on a map as short as this, Zito now having a 400 note combo advantage as arrowwielder finds a second miss is exactly what you don't want to see if you're hoping for another breakpoint here.
And I mean, North, you're just going to see that score lead fly in the direction of Zito.
150k.
Oh yeah,
and
rapidly approaching 200k.
Continuing to balloon, somewhat out of control, and with only a third half of this map.
Here comes a break. Zito now knows he has a 200,000 score advantage. Will he get nervous or will he cruise through the rest of the map? There's only one thing we need to find out here. In this last quarter, this does look like a very, I don't know, like still a very even pick. Like, look at the accuracies. They're identical.
Yeah, again, just the story of like one or two unfortunate misses here for Arrow is going to cost him the map, unfortunately. Despite having pretty much identical accuracy, Zito is going to be able to hold on to the combo and close it out with an FC.
Absolutely, very impressive FC.
GP2.
988,000, and you know that just that tale of, you know, the unfortunate slider breaker miss throughout maps that both of these players should be comfortable on is going to be a song sung many times throughout this match.
Oh man, yeah, I'm like this. I think this is what everyone hoped for. A super tight and hard fought match from both of these players, and I think that's exactly what we're getting here. With Zito saying, "You're not going to get another breakpoint off of me that easily." Arrowwielder had the opportunity to consolidate and give himself a very, very good position going into the third round of picking, but Zito decided no, he would not allow that.
Ooh, arrowwielder stepping into these, you know, the DT mechanics here, and that does make sense coming from arrowwielder.
Yeah, it does make sense for arrowwielder. I think in a matchup like this, players are just going to be picking into whatever they have the best scores on. So arrowwielder probably looking to FC this map, honestly. I think anything less than that in the practice, at least. If you're not seeing an FC on a map like DT1, I don't think you're picking it here into such a contested skill set and such a contested matchup, especially as a third pick.
You know, and we're going to see things like be neck and neck here as we enter this DT1. I mean, it's a winners finals match, seed 1 and 2. Both of these players likely very comfortable on a skill set like this.
Just become the pooler. Ike, you know, he is a pooler. But yeah, DT1 here. We're going to kick it off. Things start slow in this map, but quickly scale. But so far, things pretty even here. Arrowwielder with a slight accuracy advantage, but I don't think it's going to matter too much. At least just yet.
Oh yeah, things are in fact heating up here as we enter this first KI or a break. Okay, I don't know what is happening with these maps. They sound like they're building up to a KI and they build up into a break section.
I would like to mention for DT1 this is relatively short. It's only 2.5 minutes.
Oh.
We're already a third of the way through the map, and yeah, both of these players still holding on to their combos. Arrow again with a slight accuracy advantage, as I feel like has been quite consistently the story, but also has been the story as arrowwielder finds the
Massive
first
breaks.
hit, but quickly
Zeno
traded.
trading, not able to really capitalize off of that break from arrowwielder. Things are still neck and neck as we enter the second half of this map.
But right after the break section, both players know they were each holding an FC, and without them being able to see, now they get to see.
Nerves.
Nerves,
Accuracy's identical, and I'm sure nerves are as well as we approach the final quarter of this map. Things finally heating up, the pot that has been bubbling during this entire pick. It's all coming down to this final quarter.
Arrowwielder with a slight combo advantage, but it almost is nothing, and accuracy.
Another break as we.
What are these breaks, man?
Evil finals pullers, man. I don't know what to say.
Arrowwielder is gonna maintain the lead here as long as he can hold. Zito looking for a break.
Huge break coming in from Zito in this final corner. Oh my god, corner. This might actually seal the deal for Zito here.
And there will be no break points in the third round of picks.
Not.
Both players managing to secure their own picks after a shaky round 2 of picking.
And again, almost 7-27. Wow. I almost saw it tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, this pick went exactly as expected, you know, super close, super neck and neck, just until an unfortunate break.
Yeah, 1 miss to 2 miss here. Zito, unfortunately, with that second miss, just put himself ever so slightly out of reach. It was still doable despite the slight combo advantage Arrow had, just due to the fact that if either one of these players were to miss or to drop even a little bit of accuracy, I think it could have gone either way. But unfortunately, Zito did find that second miss, and no breakpoint to be found here.
I mean, if we're seeing Zito like pick all these topping picks, the next pick should be number 5, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Yep. Here it is. Yeah. Yeah. It really wants to, you know, kind of get the beat down going on that tapping.
This number on 5 is very dense, and I like. There's almost 2,400 combo in this map.
Yes, there will be a lot to work with in this map for both players.
This is an intense map. I think the strain on this map is going to test both of these players, and especially into the second and even third quarter of this map. I think nerves are going to hit quite hard. I always find nerves hit harder on mechanics.
Absolutely.
Just because, especially into playing another mechanics player. Both of these players should be able to play this. Oh gosh, accuracy at the beginning.
It's all good, man. Just kind of stabilize things later on in the map. But yeah, both players definitely seem to be very comfortable on these, like, you know, slightly higher BPM picks.
Yeah, I think one thing, again, mechanics and nerves, especially on a map like this, as Arrow does find a miss there. Oh, I lied, it was a Bancho. Bancho, why? I feel like nerves plus buzz sliders is just like the worst thing in the world.
And plus, in 6-digit, like, those long 210 bursts can be infinitely stamina draining if you don't exactly know what you're doing.
Yeah, if you don't have the stamina, I feel like you just explode on this map, but both of these players should have that ability. As Zero, I think, does find the first real miss. And now Arrowwielder with a little bit of an opportunity here, but
you know, using the second quarter
remaining.
He just got to use the second quarter to capitalize as much as he can on that slider break coming in from Zito.
Absolutely, but there is still like 1,600 combo in this map.
Yes, it's a very long and very dense map, as you've said. Entering this Ki here, you know. Ooh, will this make or break our players here? Both players looking pretty solid on this so far.
Yeah, and I think again, this is the problem for both of these players. Everything is just so contested, as Arrow is looking very strong, even arguably stronger than Zito here, as he does have an accuracy advantage as well. And Zito finding a second miss, but traded by
trading.
But
all right, ladies and gentlemen, The first half of the map is behind us. The score lead is only 70,000, but in a map like this, 70,000 means a lot more than you think.
Yeah, I think we were what, like 1,300 notes of combo.
Yep. Oh,
which means there is time for Zito to make this comeback.
arrowwielder
just and a few misses, but
Zito trading. You know, 85 AC, 86 AC. I mean, this map is dragging both of these players to their wits' end right now. This 210 stamina is just deadly.
Yeah, I think
it is an absolute war zone out there for them.
Agreed. I think this is still doable for Zito, especially as the drain of this map starts to hit, especially into this last quarter here, as Zito needs Arrow to find a miss, and very soon it's still 60,000 in favor of Arrow, slightly dropped, but still more than enough here. Arrow manages.
There it is. No, Zito trades. That may have just sealed the deal here.
Yeah, arrowwielder though with another miss, but I don't know if it matters. Right now, he still has a 60,000 score buffer, and
I don't think there's enough combo left.
There's not
combo.
Enough. I just don't think there's enough of a lead in the combo.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, unfortunately for Zito, I think he is going to be giving up a breakpoint here. Arrowwielder's last miss coming through isn't going to do much, as the map is over, and there is another breakpoint. Arrowwielder consistently finding opportunities and managing to capitalize.
You know, turning the match into 4-3 here in favor of Arrowwielder. Zito has to answer on whatever Arrowwielder's next pick is.
Yeah. Thanks, Buzz Sliders. Yeah, Buzz Slider of Doom. Yeah. Buzz Slider of Doom.
That's how it is on maps like this. You get Buzz Slidered a lot when you're nervous. Had like 86 AC, huh?
That's what I'm saying. Buzz Sliders and mechanics, like, with nerves, like, you finger lock once, you miss 20 notes. Like, you Buzz Slider, your combo's just evaporated.
Maps like this are just so unforgiving.
Not to mention, when you break on a Buzz Slider, it just feels like the worst thing ever.
Yeah. It's very demotivating when I break on a Buzz Slider in the middle of the speed map.
Hidden 4. This is an interesting pick, I think. It's speed tech.
Hidden 4. Ooh.
Hidden 4 speed tech.
Arrowwielder dragging out a brand new weapon that we haven't seen before in this match. I don't think we've seen a single hidden pick yet.
Primarily, the person picking tapping has been Zito.
Oh yeah.
Now Zito has one No-Mod 2 and DT2, but Arrow just took No-Mod 5.
But again, could this be another misread? You know, we just had Arrowwielder win No-Mod 6 and then lose Hard Rock 2. Are we segueing into another breakpoint like this, you know? These are the questions that really just, you gotta think of.
Yeah, Arrowwielder looking to consolidate the breakpoint he found and give himself the advantage here, but Zito is not one to be dismissed, counted out. He will continue to fight with all he has here, as we do enter this hidden 3. Zito with an early accuracy advantage here through the first little section, but first miss.
Coming into a little slider break, yeah.
Him as well.
That's going to give Arrowwielder the edge, but can he capitalize on that slider break in this second half, ladies and gentlemen?
This map is awesome, by the way.
Oh, it is, yeah. I loved watching TS Fury score on this in OWC.
Oh, Zito, second miss coming through here in the hidden 3, but Arrowwielder
dropping this first KI.
Yeah, Arrowwielder gonna trade it out once again before too much of a lead can be built, but another few misses here as this KI does wind down here into another slow section, and now Zito with a little bit of a slow section to kind of build on some free combo here and kind of neutralize whatever score lead Arrowwielder had going into that first KI. I don't even know if it's the first, it's like the second or whatever. But halfway through the map now.
This ulti tech section here.
score lead is basically non-existent right now.
Oh yeah. Oh, that break from Zito might drag things, you know, a little further in arrowwielder's favor now as we enter the second half of this map.
But we're ramping right up into another Ki, I'm pretty sure here, and if Arrow finds a break in that Ki, it's gonna stay very close here, as Zito does have a 2% accuracy advantage at the moment.
Oh, this is such a...
keeping things...
I'm surprised both players held through that.
Spin, spin, spin! Yeah, last quarter of the map now.
Final quarter now.
Oh, the break of doom!
Oh my god, Zito! What? Zito falling apart! What just happened on my screen?
Wake up, man! Wake up!
You cannot be doing things like this in the middle of a finals match. So unfortunate. I think the nerves from that break just got to him. You know what I mean? Like,
oh god, stun lock!
yes, completely and utterly distracted from the map. I mean, it happens to the best of us, but I mean, arrowwielder is just going to kind of run away with things right now in this final quarter. I mean, I really don't think there's enough time to take it back for Zito. That's going to drag things 5-3.
If it is any consolidation of Zito, I don't know if him holding combo would have mattered, as Arrow is continuing to hold. Now up to 700 combo. I don't even think it would have mattered, honestly, for Zito here, as Arrow is going to consolidate that breakpoint.
Wow.
Putting himself up 5-3 here.
And I mean, what a show these players have been putting on tonight. Like, oh my god. You know, things are now starting to look a little more dire for Zito. He really needs to focus on what he wants to pick next, and that he needs to be smart about it.
Zito lost his binds. Oh, bad.
I lost my binds.
It wouldn't have mattered,
Oh.
which is at least it wouldn't have mattered. If that cost him the point, I think that would have been devastating.
And I mean, like, these break sections are just tearing our players apart.
I don't remember. Zito would be at 94? Possibly. Possibly. Either way, high key, like, that's on you, bro.
Now, what does Zito want to pick this late into the match? You got the entire DT pool gone. 2 hard rocks left. 1 hidden map left. Nomad 3 and Nomad 4.
For a timeout.
Absolutely. You gotta sit back and just try and look at things from a third-person perspective here.
Yeah, you just gave up a breakpoint and then into a very unfortunate hidden 4 loss. I think now is a perfect time to take a timeout. Just mental reset, take a drink of water, and just give yourself some.
Yeah, there it is. Timeout coming into the chat. All right, Zito, if you were listening to this stream right now, definitely go grab some water. Speaking of that, I'm gonna use this timeout to go grab some water myself.
Listening. Could be to our own advice here. I unfortunately do not have quick access to water. But arrowwielder putting himself in a very good position here. Going up 5-3 after that consolidated breakpoint on a what could have been a very close hidden 4 pick. Yeah, but the question now is where do you go from here? The tapping maps have pretty much been all taken out at this point. Everything left is either aim consistency or control. You have Nomad 1, which is going to be Nomad 1. Not much explaining to be done there. But Nomad 3, Nomad 4, both control. Hidden 1 is going to be Hidden 1. And Hard Rock 1, Hard Rock 1, you know, it is what it is. And then Hard Rock 3 alt is another control pick. Yeah, Hard Rock 1 having a little bit of tapping in it, for sure. Also, the longest map in pool. And I don't know how much that favors anyone at the moment. I think nerves have been playing a massive factor. At least for Zito. I feel like Zito has been the one suffering the most from nerves in this match. But we shall see, as I think the timeout should be ending quite soon. We should be getting right back into the action. Surely soon. I feel like I've been yapping for forever, man.
Hello, just in time for the Hard Rock 3 pick.
We are going to start to see the control picks come out. We did see the Hard Rock 4 tech, but this is, I think, the first alt map that's really been played. I guess DT4.
I mean, there was like kind of an alt section in Hidden Forward, but like,
first like dedicated alt map.
Yeah.
Also, I think this is the first Deco 27 map we've had in pool, in any pool.
You know, it's not a tournament without a Deco 27 map, so. Very excited as we hop into this Hard Rock 3. Things standing are still very unforgiving at Air 10, OD10.
I still remember the Hidden 2 custom, or there was the Hard Rock 2 custom last year that Aru made of Neverland.
Oh, that was such a good map.
Banger custom from Aru.
Thank you for reminding me. I might actually just go play that after commentating
360 PT needs its Deco 27. Neverland is so fucking good. I love Neverland. But Zito here, early lead for him. Very slight though, as it's primarily just based on accuracy. And again, it's just contested, man. Like, what is there to be said? Arrowwielder though, gonna be the one to find the first.
The side array coming from Arrowwielder here. And now it's Zito's turn to really capitalize on these breaks coming in for Arrowwielder in the second quarter of the map. Wow, this is actually a really lax pick.
Yeah, I think Zito is definitely looking a little bit more comfortable here. Oh, my bad. That's all.
No, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
But Zito early on here is looking a lot better after that timeout. Looking a little bit more stable, a little bit more under control.
Here we enter this, a little more mechanically demanding section of this map.
Yeah, absolutely. And Zito with a just about 4% accuracy advantage, I believe, 4.5.
Oh yeah, holding the score line, keeping it stagnant so far.
Yeah, gonna keep things pretty even here, but now as these recovery combos start to grow, now you have to start being worried about next break.
Oh yeah.
And that is
not what you want to see. Arrowwielder trading it out, keeping things just as safe as they can possibly be for Zito right now, but things still are looking a little dicey. Nerves, absolutely. Entering this final quarter of the map. Geez, my speech is all over the place today.
I mean, you did just wake up 40 minutes ago, bro. Guy's still a little eepy.
Oh yeah.
I think the slow section here is
oh my
good.
God.
Unfortunately for Arrowwielder, if he managed to hold on, he would have had this entire slow section to build through, and I think that might have honestly given him the lead, but he does.
He's coming for Arrowwielder. That's gonna seal the deal here, dragging things 4-5. That break, that timeout that Zito took was definitely the correct choice, and he is not out of the fight yet. This point is definitely a statement to Arrowwielder. It's going to take a lot more than that to get me out of the fight mentally. And I don't know what else I was going to say. Wow, I'm just, dude, I just somebody give me 200 milligrams of caffeine or something.
You need a timeout, bro. I think you need a timeout. Yeah, Zito though, I honestly think timeouts have been underused throughout this entire tournament. Zito making good use of his here. Getting himself back on track with a solid performance on the Hard Rock 3.
Ooh.
Hard Rock 1, though, is going to be quick fired from Arrowwielder.
And
thinking right back into Hard Rock pool I think is interesting, but
that does make sense coming from Arrowwielder.
Yeah. And again, Arrowwielder, story of just 1 or 2 misses that came at unfortunate times. Arrowwielder with a 2 miss. And Zito with a 4 miss. Just Arrowwielder finding them at worse locations.
Oh, yeah.
Plus a few slider breaks, I'm pretty sure.
Less ideal times to be finding those misses.
we really don't like picking into hidden. Only one hidden map has been picked.
Oh, a real
And 2 of them
deathmatch
were
custom.
banned. Yes, deathmatch custom. This is also the longest map in pool, by quite a large margin, honestly.
4
Outside
minutes.
tiebreaker, of course. It's
Oh,
over a
man.
minute longer than the No Mod 1, and about 40 seconds longer than the No Mod 5, which is...
Oh yeah,
also
they
quite-
are. They're giving us a lot to feast our eyes on here. We'll be here for a little while, ladies and gentlemen. Entering this Hard Rock 1 sounds like a very good song so far.
Yeah, the song's banger. I kind of worry for Zito here. With his consistency, has seemed a little bit more shaky than arrowwielder here throughout this match so far.
Plenty of time for those nerves to build up.
But maybe the timeouts helped. But I swear I see some shake already, and that is not a good sign.
Oh yes, you can see that. It's pretty apparent.
On the long sliders, I could see his cursor like wiggling, and I'm like, oh god.
Ooh, you can see, just look at it. Oh my god, man.
I feel like Hard Rock is also not the mod you want to have shaken.
Huge break coming in from the arrow wielder before that first ki. You do not want to be seeing that on your own pick.
Yeah, Zito, despite having what arguably seems to be the shakier aim, he's going to be the one to continue the to hold the FC here. As arrowwielder finding his second minutes, and now things start to get brought into question. Did that timeout re-lock in Zito? Like,
I mean, it's looking like it did, man. Score lead dragging up to 50,000, and it's only going to rise so long as Zito keeps holding through these sections. Oh, man. What a spectacle he is putting on right now, ladies and gentlemen. That timeout really does work.
Yeah, I think arrowwielder is even more nervous now because he knows he's missed a few times. There hasn't been a break for him to see if Zito's holding, but I think arrowwielder knows he's underperforming already. And,
oh yeah, and with that score lead entering the 100k mark as we approach the second half of the map, you know, things are only looking more and more dire for this pick. Oh, Zito barely holding on. Trying his hardest to keep his wits about him, but that is a huge slider break. arrowwielder building up that recovery combo into the second ki, and of course I had to tech drive him. But things are now dead even in favor of Zito. You know, this is exactly what you want to see if you're here rooting for Zito.
Yeah, Zito, that even though the trade and miss isn't ideal, it still does favor him with that 120,000 score lead he's managed to build after the first half of this map. Arrowwielder, unfortunately, not able to capitalize on the miss either, as he did find the miss on his recovery combo, and another miss coming through here. I think Arrow's a little bit shaken, honestly, at the moment.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, with the way things are looking, I think this match is about to be tied 5-5. Exactly what you'd like to see in a match like this.
Yeah, going into the last round of picks, tied 5-5.
Here comes a break section. arrowwielder knows he has to hold. All eyes are on him. It all comes down to this final quarter. Can he bring it back, or will he fall? There's the break that he needs.
Yeah, I don't even know here if arrowwielder, even if he manages to hold, I don't even know if it's going to be enough. Zito would need to have a quite catastrophic collapse, I believe, for Arrow to even have a chance here.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to want to hold on to your arrowwielder plushies extra tight throughout this Hard Rock 1. Trying his hardest to bring things back in this final quarter, but it's really not looking like things are shaping up to be what he'd imagined.
And arrowwielder, unfortunately, going to give the advantage that he had created away here, as Hard Rock 1 looking like a bit of a missed pick. I was a little bit surprised after losing the Hard Rock 3 that you'd pick right into a Hard Rock 1. But here we are. And here goes Zito on his way to even things up here.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Last set of picks.
The break point that Zito and his corner have been needing to drag things back to 5-5.
Now, my question is, do you take the timeout now? Or do you take it after Zito's pick? Because Zito has pick here, right? So do you take it right now before Zito's pick to deny momentum, or do you take it after?
No, I feel like now might even out Zito's nerves. You know, I feel like when I win a really good points, I'm still riding off that hype and those nerves, and like it really messes with me.
Yeah, I would argue that taking a tiebreaker now is probably the move. Not taking a tiebreaker, taking a timeout.
Dude, I'm so tired.
I just want to see a tiebreaker. I just want to see a tiebreaker. You know?
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I think Arrow should take his timeout. I believe he's contemplating. Zito, next pick on the board here though, and I'm honestly not sure what he's gonna play. Do we play into the last modded pick, or do we finally like start taking more of the no mods? We played 3 of them.
I mean, seeing as he won that hidden 4. Oh wait, no, it's Zito's pick, right? Okay, yeah.
This is Zito's pick.
And what do you want to go for?
Hi, pick please.
No mod 3. Okay.
Yeah.
And you know what? That does make sense. I mean, he did take things away and put on an absolute show for that Hard Rock. Can he do the same thing for this No Mod 3?
Yeah, what would an arrow wielder plushie look like, Toro? Can you describe?
You see his profile picture? It's that guy holding a little arrow.
But that's like, I feel like that's copyright infringement, no?
Oh man. Arrow wielder, send me a picture of yourself, don't worry. Or ask your friend to draw, you send it in, you know, we'll get those arrow wielder plushies flying. I promise you, you're gonna make millions with this one.
We'll get Kawaizum to draw arrow. How about that? It has to be an oversized arrow.
An oversized arrow?
Yoasobi map. Timer was getting ran there, and I don't know if that was an arrow wielder thing or a Zito thing. Zito took a very long time to make his pick. Somewhat understandably, though, as everything he left in this pool is like, ooh, I don't know.
Ooh, this map looks a lot different from what I was expecting.
It's Yoasobi, so it's always a little funky.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, she makes such good songs.
I'm so tired, man. Oh, man.
It's all good, dude. Sleep time will be happening soon.
I got work
for us and both of these guys. What time do you work tomorrow?
I have to wake up at like 7. Arrow gonna be the first one to find a miss here, though. And Zito's final pick. Everything
final pick of the match, you know.
Hands.
He is looking pretty consistent before we enter this first TI here. Oh my goodness! What is happening right now? For both these players looking extremely nervous.
I don't know how Zito managed to hold on.
Yeah, that was insane. That scared me very much.
So close. Arrow Wheeler's suffering a complete collapse at the moment, though.
Arrow Wheeler having trouble on this dance flow.
I think he really should have taken that timeout.
Oh yeah. I mean, we're seeing the combo lead be up like what, 400, 450? And that accuracy lead being 2. Things are just gonna fly over to the side of Zito as we enter the second half of this map. And I mean, really not what you want to see right there. A huge break coming in from Zito. But I mean, Arrowwielder just having so much trouble on this map in that first half.
Yeah, Zito definitely looking like the more consistent of the two, as Arrow, I don't know what's going on with him, but he is suffering a meltdown at the moment. The past 2 maps have not been kind to him. 3 maps, honestly. If Zito wins this pick here, which it's looking like he's going to, he has all the momentum going into Arrow's final pick. And at this point in the match, there's nothing that's really safe for either of these players, as we've already established. So momentum plays a huge factor in players' confidence and nerves and honestly everything here.
Tito's final pick looking like a very solid one, ladies and gentlemen. You are witnessing the power of a timeout. I hope you learned something from watching this match.
I don't know if rules allow you to take a timeout on your opponent's pick. Yeah, we removed that. We took it out during a stream.
During a stream?
Yeah, we changed the rules during stream. All good. But
We just changed
Zito,
the rules. Okay.
a very dominant performance here on the No Mod 3, his final pick of the match. And now all the pressure relies on arrowwielder, who's been sitting at this 5 points to his name for quite some time now. Zito winning the last 3 maps in a row after that timeout. And Arrow, I really think you should take your timeout. You look rough.
Straight into No Mod 4? Are we just, you're not going to take a timeout? We're just heading straight into it?
Brother.
I don't know,
Please,
man.
let's take our time
At
out,
least
please.
let the timer drain. At the very least.
Chat, why didn't we want to play the VTuber map? Like, hello?
Which one's the VTuber map?
Nakiri Ayame Yume Hanabi.
I mean, No Mod 1 is such a coin toss. Again, no
Isn't
timeout at
everything
all.
a coin toss?
You know, everyone just wanting to get straight into this No Mod 4, the final pick of the match.
I think we know what everyone wants to see.
Oh yeah, everyone knows what to see. All eyes on arrowwielder in this final pick of the match. I mean, it all has come down to this. Such a tight matchup.
Zito, early break here. It shouldn't matter too much, but there looks
Both
to be
players breaking pretty early.
slight comfort difference here for these two players on this map so far. Zito finding a few misses here, and
Oh yeah, more than a few here.
maybe Arrow has found a way to work with this.
Oh, no, please.
Bancho is like hard trolling us. Zito is like really struggling on this map here so far.
Yeah. Like massively, dude. Heading to this first Ki, man, it's just nothing is certain here. On such an intense pick like No Mod 4, especially at No Mod 4 like this.
Yeah, Zito already finding a few breaks, but has managed to stabilize a little bit now. Arrow with a few breaks of his own, but has been more consistent
the
so
evil
far.
Break of Doom entering the second half of this map. Oh my god! I'm on the edge of my seat right now, man. I'm nervous and I'm not even playing. I can't imagine how these two players feel.
All eyes on the player on the right side of your screens. It's all in their hands at the moment. Zito on quite a recovery combo here after some early struggles, but does find another miss.
Huge break, and you know, arrowwielder just kind of running away with it right now.
Yeah, Arrow with a massive opportunity here, looking
It's all coming down to it here.
Zito.
Score lead entering over 100,000 as we enter the final quarter of the map.
With the amount of combo that's left in this map and the amount of combo that Zito currently has, I don't know if it's enough.
He's still holding
Arrow
on such
here.
a late pick. This stone cold comfortability. And honestly, I did expect this to happen. He did all of the work that he needed to drag things to tiebreaker, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. The final map of this match is coming up. I want to see some tiebreaker hypes in the chat. Woo! What an amazing match to watch. If you are not watching this right now, you are definitely missing out. Or you have a life, but, you know.
Fuck no, people don't, bro. We're in an OC server.
It's an OC tournament, bro. Come on now. We're all bums.
Arrowwielder is
saying, yo, I have a life, man.
Nuke on the No Mod
500,000.
himself tiebreaker.
He said, TV, holy shit.
3 points in a row. Unfortunately, not able to close out in regulation, but I think that's what everyone wanted.
Can you even take a timeout right now? Like, that's what I would do. Oh my god!
You're allowed, like, I think there's technically a 1 minute 20 second, or like not 1 minute 20 second, 120 second like buffer.
Okay. Yeah,
But,
both players
like,
definitely going to want to settle down before they enter this final map of the match.
I don't even know. I don't even know if they're gonna want to do that. I think they're just kind of gonna full send it, honestly.
But yeah, our final map of the match, the custom tiebreaker. I heard Aquatic has been wanting a custom of this tiebreaker ever since the song got released, actually. So, yeah,
very true.
You know, he better come watch this because his dreams are coming true right now. We are witnessing cinema, ladies and gentlemen. One of the most intense songs in the pool. One of the most intense maps in the pool. Actually, the most intense map in the pool.
This map is so hard.
Oh yeah, it is. I played it. I was like, wow, this is actually like a lot harder than I was expecting. Finals tiebreaker.
Real 5.6 SR tiebreaker, guys. Real.
Good. We overmapped this.
You can blame the fucking like 8
Our
mappers
streamer.
that we had.
Yeah.
No, it's not even our streamer's fault. It's like everyone.
Did Ethan Tricks have a custom in this tournament? I know he was supposed to.
Well, Ethan Tricks is in this one.
In this one? Oh, I didn't realize.
Yeah, Ethan Tricks is a part of them. It's Imokora, Deathmatch, Aru, Mintleaf, Creep Crafting, Withard, Ethan Tricks, and Mirage Fire.
Wow, we got the entire Mappers Guild just coming in and working their magic for you guys.
Yeah, we have a majority of the 6DCT3 mappers. They put this all together, like united to murder anyone who possibly would get to this point in a match. 5 minutes of almost 6-star tiebreaker.
Oh, Aquatics in chat. Here he is. He's saying cinema. Exactly, man. Your dreams are coming true.
Yeah. Why is Aquatic not modded? He's an admin. Go back to study? Nah, bro. You can wait 5 minutes. You can wait 5 minutes for the highlight of the tournament so far.
This is absolutely what it has all been coming down to. You know what I mean? I mean, this is like... This feels more like the main event that Grand Finals is going to feel, man. Like, it just... Oh, hey, my goodness.
We don't know what's going to happen in Grands. It could be peak.
I don't know, man. This is very peak so far.
I'm waiting.
You guys better give us that show, man, no matter who makes it there.
Maple Leaf 6DCT3.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness. I'm so happy we get to see this in a match.
Oh, here it comes. Here it comes.
6-7.
6-7. All right. Good luck. Have fun, ladies and gentlemen. Entering this tiebreaker, both players' nerves are at their absolute highest. It's all coming down to this.
Yeah, I think arrowwielder coming in off such a dominant performance on a tech map will have a little bit of an advantage here, but this map is so intense and so long, it could be anyone's game.
Both players trading breaks before we get into the first little key eye here.
Yeah,
I mean, that's exactly what you'd expect to see on a map like this. Both players fumbling on a map like this. It's so intense.
The amount of strain that this map puts on a player, especially at this stage in a match with already 12 maps being played here, is absolutely absurd. I don't know what we were thinking when we decided
the amount of strain, both physically and visually. Like, these players, like, you might think, oh, well, like, well, you guys suck, dude. No, they're doing the best they absolutely can. These players are putting on still a very impressive show, but this map is just so unforgiving. And I mean, it's exactly what you'd expect out of Canada.
Yes, absolutely. Traded misses are the story here so far throughout the first quarter of this map. Very even in the accuracy department and dead even in the combo so far. arrowwielder with a very, very slight advantage here.
You know, both players building on that combo finally. This long, finally with a slider. Yeah, you know what? Oh, man.
Tech Drive. It's Tech Drive's fault.
This Tech Drive. Both players trading and, you know, keeping things neck and neck here in this tiebreaker, ladies and gentlemen. I have to get loud. Like, there's no way I can just, like, silently commentate such an intense thing. Look at this.
Is
absolute cinema.
340 into the break. That is illegal.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the show that you've all signed up for when you signed up for this tournament. Or if you're just a spectator, this is exactly what you've been hoping for the entire tournament. We have it. It's here. It's on the table. Get ready to feast your eyes on this final map.
Absolutely. arrowwielder looking to upset seed number 1. Looking to move on the grand finals here. from the winner's side, but does find another miss. But it's another trade. It's just not moving. The score lead won't go anywhere.
Oh my god. Things might actually get a little more in favor of Zito here. See a little bit of a combo and an accolade here as we enter this little control section. I mean, that's kind of what this map has been the entire time.
Biggest lead we've seen so far.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, and if Zito can hold throughout the second half, then he will take it home. Oh my, tech drive!
But it was a trade. arrowwielder did find a miss as well. Zito finding another one, and Arrow once again with the trade.
That score lead just staying in 10, staying around the 10,000 range right now for Zito.
On a map like this, 10,000 is actually a surprisingly large amount.
That's absolutely a lot.
Especially considering the scores throughout this map. We're only at just below 100k for Zito. And
that score lead's only rising.
Actually.
And we're now building up here this little slider.
Slider of doom.
Gonna want to pay attention so you don't slider break on this. I totally would slider break on this in a match bomb nervous. Zito just kind of falling apart. But arrowwielder just not able to hold that much combo here.
Still, things are so close. Last quarter of the map, plenty of map remaining still here. Even though it feels like we've been on like the last little section for so long, the score has been so close this entire way through. arrowwielder
the final quarter of this map
once again by Zito. Oh my god.
And I mean, things just sitting barely in favor of Zito right now.
Zito's shaking like a leaf.
Quarter.
Zito's nerves are doing at an all-time
he's doing
high.
everything he can, but I mean the nerves on both sides, the brakes on both sides, like I think Zito did enough in the middle of the map, dude.
Zito's like exploding right now. There's still like a solid portion of map remaining here. And Zito is really struggling at this point in the map. Nerves are hitting at an all-time high. It's
nerves are hitting like a truck.
arrowwielder does have combo, does have an opportunity. Chain misses are abound.
Zito still falling apart here. It's coming down to the wire here, ladies and gentlemen.
It's only a couple hundred points between these two players, but I think Zito might have done
I think Zito just did enough.
I don't want to say anything, man.
No, I don't want to say anything at all. But 6,000 is huge. Oh my god.
Oh my god. No,
I don't think it's enough. I don't think it's enough. Oh my god.
It's dead. Chain miss. Zito.
8,000 in favor of Zito to take him to the winner's side of grand finals. Seed 1 showing exactly why he's just that tiny notch ahead of arrowwielder, ladies and gentlemen.
Yo, whoever
my goodness.
that last like back and forth section is like evil. I'm just saying that shit is diabolical.
My heart is running at 10,000 miles a minute right now. I can't even imagine how these players' hearts are doing right now.
Oh my goodness. I genuinely have no words. I genuinely do not think that there could have been a better end to winners finals than that.
Not at all.
An arrowwielder is a match for the ages. Put this in the history books.
Oh yeah. We gotta keep this VOD in a little box somewhere. A little USB somewhere in the,
Put it in a Dorian box. Oh my goodness, man. Zito gonna walk away with the win. A very hard fought, very close, all the way through up until the last couple seconds. It was never sure who was gonna win this one. And escaping by the skin of their teeth, Zito is gonna move on to Winners Grand Finals to be playing someone. We don't know yet. Someone will end up.
We'll be facing somebody. But we do have another match, actually. We got to do a quick outro, ladies and gentlemen. This was your winners finals match, the absolute cinema, the fight, the stagnating scoreline of this tiebreaker. Beautiful. I hope you all have a great night, and we're going to segue into a losers bracket match. Stick around for that. Don't
go anywhere.
Do whatever you want.
Yeah,
don't go anywhere.
No, you're not allowed to do whatever you want. You stay here. Don't go anywhere.
Stream will be down. We're gonna be doing a streamer swap, but don't worry about the stream going down. We'll be back.
Wow, that was so fucking good.
He's us, man.